Hey everyone, welcome back to Indicted TV. I'm your host Negra. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. So give a shout out to my sponsor, Royalty Honey. Keep it hard, guys. And if you do not want to be on my show and you want to stay home, make sure you hire attorney Rosenberg. On today's episode, we have Alex the Hammer
Garcia.
I'm Alex the Hammer Garcia. Welcome to Indicted TV.
Oh yeah, great to be here.
Thank you. So we're gonna start, okay? I'm gonna ask you where you're from, like where I don't mean gang or anything, obviously, right?
Right.
But where you grew up, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, things like that.
Yes. Yeah, I come from a big family back home. Anyways, I was.
Where is back home?
San Fernando Valley.
Okay.
I was born in North Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
I got there are 7 family members, 5 girls. Then it's me and then my brother.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. They used to put makeup on us and all that. Yeah, right. Yeah, we're always fighting with them. But we all grew up right there. All of us were born all around the valley. I was born in North Hollywood. My brother was born in San Fernando. I think 2 of my sisters, older sisters, they were born in General Hospital. One was born in Granada Hills. So they were all in the valley around there.
But you guys all grew up in the same house?
Yeah, same area. I mean, the same, in the same, definitely in the same house. But one time we lived, when we were really young, I think I was only 1 year old, we used to live in San Ynez. That's north of us.
What year was this? What year were you born? Or how old are you?
Right now I'm 62. I'll be 62 in December 2nd.
Oh, so your birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, I don't celebrate no more.
Man, you better start celebrating.
Yeah,
we still have live.
Oh yeah, what I'm gonna do for my birthday? I'm gonna go fishing.
Hey,
that's all I do.
You have
fish.
patience then, how you just
Yeah.
chill. See, I would never. I'm like all over the place. Like I cannot. Like it's but
Right.
fishing is good for you.
Yeah, it's just relaxing, just no one bugging you or nothing like that. And I'm always going by myself. But that's when the homies come by and grab me, and we always go fishing.
Oh, nice.
Go here and there. So I just do whatever I want,
Nice.
Blasé, or just walking around. That's the one thing I do a lot. Just take off walking somewhere.
Walking. These kids don't take off walking anywhere these days.
Yeah, instead of I have a Jeep, but most of the time it's parked. I'd rather just go walk than drive to a store or something.
Yeah, I'm
easy.
not walking.
Yeah.
So, tell me, did you graduate high school? Did you go to junior high?
I would say out of all the schools I went to, elementary, got kicked out.
Oh, so you were already getting. Let's start there. What did you get in trouble for in elementary?
In the 3rd grade, I threw the chair at the teacher. My chair was sitting. See, well, back then it was just a chair and then a table.
Yeah, like the little desk thing, no?
But now they got the chair connected to the table, so that makes it heavier for you can't pick it up. Oh. So in the 3rd grade, I threw the chair at my teacher. Her name was Miss Deer. I still remember her name, Miss Deer. She got me mad behind whatever it was. I picked up the chair and threw it out, and the first time I got kicked out of school.
Hey, they just kicked you out before? They didn't send you to a different school? Did you have to go to a different school?
Yeah, no, just got kicked out. My mom came, got me, kicked my ass, got home, kicked my ass. Then I went back to the same school.
Oh, okay. So you were just kind of like suspended type of thing.
Yeah, suspended. So, definitely threw you out of school, but then didn't kick me out of the school district or nothing like that.
Did you ever go to Juvenile as you grew up?
Oh, yeah. That was the next thing in line coming.
Which is what? And tell us about it. What led you to Juvenile? And what year was this? Just so I could get a visual. Everybody could get a visual of it,
Yeah, I think it was in 76. I did a burglary, I think it was. The first time I went to
1976.
Yeah, I think it was 76. I went to Central, right there in downtown, and then that's when they reopened. I forget what year it was. They opened up Somar Juvenile Hall. Because it went down during the earthquake, so they had closed it for a lot of years, and then they rebuilt it. And
tell us about your experience, like the first time you went to Juvenile Hall, and how long was it for? But tell us, when you walked in there, how did it look? How did you feel when they cuffed you and things like that?
Oh, definitely boring. You're by yourself all the time until you have day room and you guys watch whatever you're doing. You go to the counselors. They had different programs, and Tell you the truth, I was just always just in the day room, just watching the TV. I'm always watching news.
Also, okay, so you always watch.
Yeah, I never watched really cartoons. I was watching news all the time and see what's up with the world and stuff.
And with the burglary, what did you do, or how did that go?
Went into a house. The neighbors had left. I went in there 'cause I thought they were gone, and they were sleeping there.
And this is all in the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah, right there where I grew up at in San Fernando. And then just getting in trouble here and there. The same thing when you're always getting into something.
Did they have probation back then?
Yes, they had probation. They had I don't know all the different terms for probation, but I was on probation one time and messed that up, and then
Wait, what about house arrest?
No.
That didn't.
They didn't. I don't remember any hearing that before.
Oh, maybe because they didn't have the technology from the whole.
Yeah.
Little, well, I mean, I don't know, because 76, I wasn't born yet,
Yeah, but now they make you wear them ankle bracelets around your ankle and they see where you're at and all.
Did you like the probation officer go to your house and like check things like that?
Yeah, they did the same things. They would come by and see how your family, brothers, sisters, and see if it was like a drug house or whatever it is. Your family was always drinking or something. No, but my dad was always working.
Yeah, I was going to say because you didn't tell us about your mom and your dad, like if they worked, like how was the inside of your house? Like, was it chaotic? Like,
definitely,
was it abuse?
my mom was housewife. I mean, she had all together. My family was 7 of us.
So it was like a healthy home.
Oh yeah, 5 girls and me and my brother.
And you getting dressed up.
Yeah, trying to dress me and put makeup on me. But that was a rough one.
And you were always tall because you're tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'2.5". Oh. Now that I'm getting older, I think I'm 6 foot now. Starting to shrink.
I mean, I'm sure you were like tall and like super unswole and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah, growing up it was like they always blame the tall one. I was always getting in trouble. Blame the tall one. I was always the one always getting blamed.
Oh, that
for
sucks.
It. Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
You
didn't care?
Yeah, I didn't really care.
Did you fight a lot?
Oh yeah, I remember. Like I said.
Wait, did you fight in Juvenile Hall?
Oh yeah.
Tell us about your first fight in Juvenile Hall.
Tell you the truth, I don't remember my first fight, but I'm telling you that when you go to jails or I don't care if it's juvenile hall or where you go, you got to show that you're tough and be a man and all that. You're always fighting. There's always fights.
And was it gang fights?
There was a racial.
It was more racial than anything.
Yeah, more racial. Yeah. So I mean, of course, the blacks would try to jump on the Mexicans would jump on the blacks, and the whites would stay on the side, and then they would get involved. And it was just they all mixed around. But that's just probably growing up and trying to be tough and
the whole racial was like that, even like in the streets, right?
Yeah. So
in those days, even like more obviously, right?
Yeah, it's just I mean, the racial thing it's never going to leave us.
Yeah, even now, right?
Yeah, even now, it's never going to leave us. I mean, I remember from juvenile hall, there were, I'm not going to say race riots, but race fights and different things. Someone else is picking on someone else or someone else. Their friends would back them up. So then it would be a bigger fight,
Yeah,
So then
like Rumble vibes.
Yeah, then they want to call it a riot or whatever, racial riot. But it's you just grow up and you just...
Did your mom visit you in juvenile hall?
Oh, yeah.
How was that visiting process, if you remember? Like, did you have to get searched? Was she able to bring items to you?
Back then, in juvenile hall, I don't think they brought items. But as you went into YA or somewhere like that, then you could have the weekend visits. She would bring food. Mm-hmm. Of course, they would check in.
How many times did you go to juvenile hall?
I couldn't remember. I would say, a few times, but I would stay in there and be out a week later or
so
whatever.
It never really was like a long time.
Yeah. And then
juvenile hall, did you go to YA?
Yes.
Since you mentioned YA,
yeah,
so you went to YA.
I went to YA, yeah. I went to, I was in a juvenile tank in the county jail. I was still underage, but they have a juvenile tank in the county jail. And then...
Was this for a new case? Sorry, was this for like a totally new case?
Yeah, a whole different case.
You want to tell us about it? Like, what did you get caught for?
It was a gang murder. They was always fighting with each other, and then that was over there in Glendale, California, and I picked up. Someone said they saw me stabbing a guy, but It was.
That wasn't
It
true.
was. Yeah, it wasn't me at all. Because if it was me, I'd still be in there.
And you were a minor.
Yes, I was 17 at the time,
Okay. Okay.
and then they took me to jail and tried me as an adult.
Did you get caught right away?
Oh no! This happened. I guess after they started hearing people talk,
Excuse
and then investigation and all that.
Oh.
And then my
So you
name.
probably thought you got away with it, huh? Were you nervous? Like, were you afraid, like in the
Well,
streets?
let's put it this way: I didn't think I got away with it because I didn't do nothing.
Oh, I guess that's true, huh? Duh.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I love
So,
that.
because and then so of course they had someone pointing you out in court or something like that, and
Oh, no.
and then it didn't really go nowhere with him because he was whoever he was. So then I just went away, took I think it was a session after the fact. It was called on the murder. So then of course I went in and then did my time and got out.
How long did you do?
5 years.
You did it 5 years.
Yeah, I did 5 years.
And so you were a minor. It was your first time in the adult jail, which
Yes.
is the LA County jail. How was that experience? Like, what did it look like? Because I'm sure it doesn't look the same. Well, I'm sure some places. do,
coming
but
from juvenile hall and then going
how did you feel?
then going to the county and being in the juvenile tank in the county, that was an experience there. And then
what type of experience?
it was just 'cause in juvenile hall you're more immature and
Kiddish.
you're messing around with everybody else and everything. But in jail, in the regular adult jail, no playing.
It was
you
more
know.
serious,
Oh
more
yeah,
rules.
yeah, more. You got all the men there. So I turned 18 in juvenile tank, and then I went to the main line in the county jail, and then from there I went to the joint.
What prison did you go to?
The first joint I went to was in of course in California. You go to Chino, California.
Okay.
And then from Chino, you stay there a few months, whatever it is, and then you get processed and all that, and then sent you off. And all the prisons are mostly all up north.
Okay.
So I went to Solidad.
Tell me about your prison experience.
Oh, it was
What would you say was the worst thing you saw at I'm going to take it a little back.
Mm-hmm.
What was the craziest thing you saw in juvenile hall?
in juvenile hall. Really,
Nothing.
nothing really. It's just
And in the county, since it was
well,
completely
county-
different.
Oh, different, definitely from the juvenile hall. And then being in the juvenile tank in L.A. Central jail, I mean, that was wild there.
Wild as far as
Yeah,
what, like,
I mean,
what the cops
just-
were being mean to
no.
the people, or like.
Well, the cops would let us have fight it all off. We'll be fighting against one
So
group.
during
and-
this whole time, you were still always fighting.
Yeah, it was just always. I guess it's in your blood, especially if you're in jail. You're not gonna get punked out or nothing. So
Yeah.
you're always gonna hold your mug and do
And
your
you're-
thing.
and
Yeah.
you're tall. Did you work out?
Tell you the truth, I never really worked with weights. I always stood away from weights.
So what did you do? Just your
Yeah,
own body?
sit ups and did your burpees and all your other exercise you do in jail.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, we just
How many were you able to do at one time?
what's that?
The burpees?
20, and then I'll stop and drink. Cause you'll get winded because it seems like when you're in a cell, you get more. It's like you're in a balloon. It's like you can't breathe. You got to open the window up if the window's open, or if it even has a window, it's all broken out, but the bars are there, so you get some air in there. But other than that, I mean, you just got to do what you got to do.
And throughout this whole time, did you have visits?
Oh yeah, my if you had contact visits, you could.
You had a girlfriend that visited you?
But who?
Did you have a girlfriend that visited you?
Oh, I forgot which one. What her name was.
Dang, I bet you had a gang of pen pals,
But
huh?
to tell you the truth, when you're in jail, you don't really, more or less, immediate family comes to visit you.
It wasn't just like girls visiting.
Yeah. But like in the county jail, you can have anybody come and give you a wet 20.
What is a wet 20?
That's how you got your money. They would bring a $20. See, and back then, you would get cash. You would have cash in the county jail.
I know, but why did you call it a wet 20?
Because they would put it in water,
To see if it had stuff on it.
see if it had LSD or any kind of drugs on it, so the water would eat it up, and then they give you the wet 20. That's how you got paid in the county.
This is going to be
LA
probably
County.
like a weird question, but it just
What's
came to
that?
my head. Did you use drugs?
No, I never. That's one thing about me.
Oh, good.
One thing about well, I should say not just me, but my whole family. No one's really.
Oh, good. You were just a vago, like
I
a
was just-
troublemaker.
Yeah, just a troublemaker. But I'm not gonna say I done this because of drugs. I was high when I did it. No, I mean I was drank here, smoked here, did that. But other than that, it was just my same. Other than that, something happened, and then a fight would break out. I mean, I'll know.
Yeah, you know
I could
what to
defend
do.
myself because I'm not drunk or
Oh,
all
yes.
stupid or something.
Yeah, no, I understand
I always had a clear mind.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so you said you were in Chino. From Chino, where did they send you off to? You
Yeah,
said,
so when you're in California, you go to Chino first.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure they still do that, or I don't know where you go now to go when you first go into prison in California. So then I went to Chino and stayed there a couple of months, whatever it is, and then you go from there, whatever prison you go to.
Where did you end up at?
Solidad.
Okay.
Yeah, I went
up
to
north.
Solidad. Yeah, up north. Solidad, California.
How did you feel? Because you were like 18 years old.
Yeah, 18.
How did you feel when you were in the bus and you were shackled with somebody? Like, how was that little drive? Like, what was do you like? Do
Yeah,
you remember what was kind of like going through
yeah,
your head?
just-
Especially because you didn't do anything and you're like
Yeah.
getting sent away for this time, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh,
Yeah, well, definitely. I'm going. You're thinking about everything that you're missing out on. And, of course, you're going to think of that. But as soon as you get there and you get your routine done and get it going in the jail and doing whatever you're doing there. I mean, I knew a lot of people that were there.
oh, because of the whole juvenile hall years
Yeah,
and the
from
YA.
Juvenile Hall, and then just from the city, you're growing up. There's a lot of people that are in trouble or are in prison doing time already for whatever charge they went in there for. So I ran into a lot of people, and then I'm from San Fernando Valley, from the city of San Fernando. So there in the prisons, I mean, you got the whole valley there. From Pacoima, from Canoga Park, you got Van Nuys. I mean,
There's a lot.
There's a whole bunch of
And
people.
you knew the people as well from like YA, right?
Yes, and I still, matter of fact, not too long ago, I was walking at the mall right there in San Fernando, and I ran into some guy. I didn't recognize him. He recognized me. He goes, "Hey, you remember I was with you in Juvenile Hall back in blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh, Jesus, I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast this morning." What are you talking
No,
about?
I get
man?
it. I
Yeah.
understand that too. YA. We didn't really touch too much on the YA thing. How long did you go to YA for?
Well, I
Because
went
you went
to-
for the burglary, right?
Yeah. But when I went to YA, they sent me there as a 60-day ob.
Oh,
So
okay.
I went there, and as soon
And
as
you
I
did
got
good?
there, no, as soon as I got there, I got in a fight. So they kicked me back out. I went back to the L.A. County, and then from there, that's when I started doing my regular time.
Ah, okay. Because I was like, wait, I didn't ask him too much on the YA thing.
Yeah, so when I went to the YA, I got in a fight. As soon as I got there, I got in a fight. That was at YTS.
Got it.
And,
So you were only there, you said 16 days?
no, I went there for a 60-day ob. And then operation.
But what is a 60-day out? But you're just there for 60 days.
Yeah, they want to see
Where you're gonna be at
see
and
the
stuff like that.
doctor, see the psychs, and all
Okay.
that to see where your
So you
mind's
didn't
at.
even finish the 60
They
days
didn't
because you
even
got
finish it. Got in a fight right
ah.
away, and then he
Got it.
kicked me out. Went back to the county, and then I went to the joint from there.
Yeah, you went to Chino and then you ended up in Solidad, and that's
Yeah,
where we are
Solidad.
at, right?
Yes, I went to Solidad, and then from Solidad, I went to San Quentin.
What year was San Quentin?
Oh, I forget what year it was. It was about 2 years later after I was in Solidad.
What do they call it? Castillo de what?
Ooh,
The Castillo. What is it called, babe?
what's that?
Oh, Castillo by the bay.
Oh, by the bay. Yeah, I mean, it was, well, definitely, San Quentin was definitely different from Solidad. I mean, just hearing the name when you're going there, it's like, whoa,
Dun, 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 dun.
oh,
Super
shit.
scary?
No. It was, when you look at it, when you're going to it, and you've never been in prison before, it's like, damn.
Super
where am I
scary.
going? Yeah, so it looks kind of spooky. I mean, the way it looks, because the fog is on the island there, and you got the fog always covering it. It looks spooky, you know what I mean?
No, yes.
But that's one place I didn't go to, because there was another one more up north on Folsom. But I never went to Folsom, though.
You were just at San Quentin.
Yeah, San Quentin.
And how was the San Quentin experience for you?
Experience, very...
How long did you do in
better-
San Quentin?
I was there for, I think, 2.5, 3 years, I think.
Because you did 5.
Yeah, and I did all together for 5. I did, and then from there, from San Quentin, then I went back down to Chino again.
How was the dress? How did they dress at the San Quentin?
No, there you had more or less like regular street clothes, but everything was blue.
Yeah, your mom used to send them to you?
No, the clothes that they give you there.
Did you iron?
Yeah, they had.
You were all creased up?
They didn't have an iron in your cell, but I'm saying you send it to the laundry, and the guys, you'll pay other guys to have your clothes pressed and stuff.
And the reason I ask that is because I've seen a lot of pictures, in the social and like in the internet, is a lot of pictures of like way back in the days of like
and they're dressed real
the way
sharp.
they dress and they dress really sharp. Is that how you dressed while you were in there?
Yeah, everybody dressed the same.
Or you super firme, like
yeah.
Were you one of those?
Yeah, you got the creases. You had you got all 3 creases on your shirts. They make hats in there too. So you have your little tango on or baseball hat, whatever you got. So it was experience, something that I wasn't looking forward to go back to do.
Obviously, no matter what experience you want to put it, or like let's just say how smooth it went or whatever. Like, of course, nobody wants to go to prison. Like, I mean, there's some people that really do belong in prison. There is some that are not okay to be out here in the world. But
you usually get caught, be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and then you just get caught up, and you never know. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, you weren't anywhere, but
so as day went on, and you just learn how to cope with everything and work with it or work against it, and then it's just you just figure things out.
Did they make Pruno those days?
Who?
Like the alcohol?
Oh yeah, that's been around since.
Always?
That Pruno's been around for
centuries.
Oh yeah, for a long time.
You used to make it in there?
No, but like I said, I didn't really drink that. I wasn't.
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
I didn't really get high on that. I had drank it, but it didn't do nothing for me. A lot of people say you got to get. If you do things or you do a lot of crazy stuff in your streets, most of the time the people, I would say 90% of them, were high on something.
No, you know what? That's correct. And still now.
Yeah.
I agree that, what, people never really say that. And I say that. It's so true. Like, if you're not on drugs, like, bro, you're not going to be doing the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, if you're not out there, like, okay, then, not that you're not there, but, there's some crazy ass fools,
Yeah. So I did the shit when I did it. I mean, I was never drunk or high and didn't blame it. Oh, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. It just happened. And it was just, And it
is what it is. It just happened,
Yeah, you just come on the wrong day.
Yeah. Here, I don't know what kind of mood I'm in today.
Yeah. With the wind blowing. Hey,
it was really cold out. Was it really cold?
Oh, yeah. Especially in...
How many blankets did you guys get?
Tell you the truth, I'm always been, I sleep now. I mean, I always have, just with the sheet.
Oh.
I just cover myself. I've never, but believe me, up there in San Quentin, it was really cold up there.
And you had the beanies and you used to like roll them all the way up?
Put the blanket around you and sleep like a mummy, But, it was definitely around San Quentin. It was always cold there. It was always overcast, always raining, gloomy. Yeah.
Well, how was your hair? Sorry, I'm just asking all these questions because it's just.
How was my hair?
Yeah.
See my hair now?
Yes.
My hair's been like this for 50 years already. I can't see myself going and paying $30 for a haircut.
You do your own hair?
I get a number 2 clip and do it myself.
That's right.
Yeah, I just do it.
So your hair's always been like that?
It's always like this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing I comb.
So you were like all creased up with your hair back, tall, buff, right?
Yeah.
Did you have other girls?
Where, in the streets or in?
Anywhere.
No. In the streets, I was always running around, doing my thing. It's just.
What does running around do your thing mean?
I wasn't a nerd.
You weren't a nerd.
Yeah, I wasn't a nerd.
So what were you?
I was a stud.
It's okay. Tell me more.
Yeah, well, growing up, I was always athletic. I was always playing baseball, football, doing all kinds of stuff. And I was always pretty good at doing what I was doing, whatever sport it was. And then, of course, where the sports are and all that, you got all the cheerleaders and you got people.
So you're a jock type of guy.
Yeah.
A jock, but you were like like a crazy one. Like you were good, like.
I was a gangster jock. I would call it.
So you were a gangster.
Yeah, I was always doing my thing.
Because I did say, don't tell me where you're from, huh? So I kind of thought that you weren't like a gangbanger back then.
Yeah.
So you were a gangbanger.
I don't want to say a gangbanger, but I done my share of things. So
okay, so you said that you were a stud out here. You used to get the girls because you were a jock. So when you went to prison, were you single, or did you have a girlfriend?
Tell you the truth, I had girlfriends here and there. Of course, when you're in jail, you got everybody writing you, sending you pictures.
So you had girls writing you. They just
send
you nudes?
I mean, do what?
They send you nudes?
Nudes?
Like topless shirts?
I think
or was that not allowed?
Oh no, you could get them. And then all the pictures. But I mean, shoot, it's funny though. You get the new pictures into the mail and all that, right? Then all of a sudden you find out someone else has one down the same picture down the street.
Oh,
down the cell.
snap.
So it's like, man, she gets around.
But how did you find her? That one? Because there's a specific one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's all word of mouth. And
so
friends,
the homie was like, hey, this girl, she wants to write to you.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, so, okay, I get it.
Right.
Did she ever visit you?
No. Just through pictures and stuff like that.
Okay, did any girls ever visit you?
Well, I would say yes, but not at San Quentin. It was just too far for everybody.
Yeah, no, it is. Only in the county.
What's that?
And only when you were like
close. In
the
county and stuff. Like LA County, you can have anybody visit you there. You're through a glass, so you don't no contact visits. So you can have anybody visit you.
Let me ask you, how long have you been out?
Oh shoot, it's been out for ages now.
Since what year? What was the last year you were in prison? When was the last year when you were in San Quentin? That's where you paroled from, right?
No, I paroled from San Quentin, but I went back to prison again though.
Oh, what did you go back to prison for?
Texas.
You went to Texas prison.
I got into trouble over there in Texas.
What were you doing?
I got in a fight because.
Yeah, you're always fighting then, huh?
It's just.
Let me guess, you're a boxer.
Yes.
Get
the trouble in my nose.
No, honestly, I didn't even.
No. Yeah,
that's your thing, huh?
I was in Texas, and got in a fight, and then they tried to give me over there. The laws are different from California. They tried to give me 5 to life.
5 to life.
Everything's over there in Texas. The way they sentence people, 10 to life, 15 to life.
No matter what, to life.
5 to life, and then I said I ain't signing because they always tell you sign 5 to life. So you could do 5 years. Believe me, you'll do 5 years or more.
Got it. Hey, but you're just going to jail for fighting? Like,
I got in a fight. How does that happen
to people?
What happened?
How does that even happen? Like, there's...
No, I was just somewhere and things just broke out and I got in a fight. And then...
Did you, beat him up that bad?
No. I more or less got the worst of it because I got jumped by his friends.
And you ended up going to jail?
And I wound up going to jail. And, I had a busted top of my head up here. It was bleeding. And I think I had about 5 or 6 staples up there. I don't know what they hit me with. So other than that, and then I wound up going to jail over there, and I did my time over there. But I didn't take that 5 to life. The guys were telling me, the guys from there, the ones that live from Texas.
The Texas, yeah.
Yeah, he said, no, don't take that. Tell them you want 2 years flat. In other words, 2 years only. So when I signed for the 2 years, I was already in the county jail for a year.
So did it count as in time?
Yeah, so I got a year off already. So then I went to the joint for a year.
What was the prison name?
Oh, man, I can't remember the names of them.
That's fine.
I just remember getting out of Huntsville. The last place I got out of was Huntsville.
What was the difference? How old were you by then?
Oh, man, I don't even know how old I was. That was quite a few years. I try not to remember all that. I mean, I don't remember the date, what year, how old I was. To me, it didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter. I mean, like my last 6th wife, I mean, I don't remember her name either.
Oh, damn.
I've never been married.
Damn, so now you want to come on my show and lie? I don't like that, Alex.
I never been married at all.
Okay, so what was the difference between the California prison and the Texas prison?
Tell you the truth, they're both the same. You both got do your.
Who got treated better?
I think in California, because I'm from California, so I would say California prison was more my style.
Were you like a Southsider?
Oh yeah, but I mean in Texas, I mean they got a different way.
But did you have like Did you have like your Southsider like people, and was it like
everybody?
Was it the same as in like now? I'm sure it was, but maybe not
it's still the same. But like when I was in Texas, they would call me say about my name and stuff, but they know me. They'll call me L.A. because they knew I was from L.A.
Ah, yeah, I get what you're
Otherwise,
saying.
you're from out of the state. You're not from Texas.
For sure.
So they used to call me L.A. And then that was that. But then once I got out of Texas, I went straight. The bus picks you up in front, takes you to the Greyhound, and then from the Greyhound, I took it to the what was that airport called? Went to the airport and flew out of there.
Oh,
in Texas.
Is it? Where's that? Fort Worth? Is that what it's called? The Texas place?
Well, there's so many.
Oh, I guess it's so
Texas,
big.
Yeah, Texas is a big place.
Yeah.
But when I got out of Huntsville, I forget the airport what it was called and where you go. And I just went over there and
was that your first time going on the airplane?
No.
You flew a lot of times before.
Man, let's put it this way: my nieces, my sisters, and all of them, they all worked for Southwest.
Ah.
But the first time I ever took a plane was from Burbank to San Francisco. Or San Jose. I think it was San Jose.
This is while you were in and out of prison.
No, this was before all that.
You were
prison.
younger.
Yeah, I was real young.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been flying since I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
And then I got nieces and everybody that worked for Southwest. So
I've never flown.
Never?
My first time now I have.
Yes.
But my first time was on Con Air, so I like to ask. My first time was in jail. So.
All right.
So tell me. You've been out for a long time, and that was the last time you went from Texas. You've never gone back.
No, never went back.
And you're a boxer. You're a professional boxer.
Yes.
What age did you start boxing, or how did that start for you?
Well, let me see. What year was that? I went to. I'm there from the Valley, San Fernando Valley. So I went to a friend of mine. Told me there was a gym. And I thought it was going to be a weightlifting gym or something like that. Go look for girls and all that good stuff. And it was a boxing gym. Well, it was really a martial art gym. It was kickboxing, karate, and then they had boxing. But there was no one there boxing. And I think I was the first one that went to that gym. Mm-hmm. It was right there in Van Nuys. It was called a Jet Center. It was owned by Benny Akitas. He was a kickboxer.
Okay.
And then just started there, learning the basic stuff, jab, right hand, and then I trained for 3 months. Then I went to Ventura, California, and fought this big dude, a white guy from Ventura. I guess he was from Ventura.
This is your first fight.
My first amateur fight. That was Valentine's Day of 85, 1985.
Oh, you remember that, huh?
Yeah. It was like, man, so. And then I beat him, and then I had 25 amateur fights. And then after that, I fought my last fight before I turned pro. I fought for a gold medal in the World Championships. And then I lost to him. That was Tefilio Stevenson from Cuba. Mm. And then I lost to him, and then in '87 I turned pro.
Let me ask you. So you never, all these years, that you've been fighting, you never thought that you wanted to be a fighter? It just happened because your friend sent you to go to this gym?
Yeah, I just went to.
How random is that? But you knew how to fight because of all your fights.
I always had street fights. I mean, before I started fighting professionally, as for my knuckles, I busted all these in 7th grade. And then I busted this side.
You've always been a little fighter.
Yeah, and then I busted both these knuckles here, but I had these two fixed. And they put a pin inside there and had them make, you can see the difference the way they look.
Oh, wow.
See how
yeah.
They're all demolished, the right hand.
You're all happy.
Other than that,
he's all happy because they're demolished.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
I could hit a wall and this hand will hurt, but if I hit a brick wall with this one, it won't hurt.
Well, hopefully you're not hitting brick walls right now.
She says something to me, I will.
Oh, calm down.
It sounds good.
Oh, man. See, that's probably why you're not married.
No, talking about marriage, that's one thing that just, I don't know. It's
You're
just,
scared.
I'm not going to say I'm scared.
All these years, come on, man.
I know.
I'm sure you've been through some way worse shit.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's just, one day I'll find her.
Hey, there's not an
Yeah.
age. I don't think there's an age.
I don't know. I mean, I'll be 80 years old, and then someone told me one time, they go, why are you going to get married at 80 years old and you can't get it up no more? I said, if that's
No, that's where you're going to take the royalty. That's where you're going to take the honey packs.
Yeah.
This is what this is.
They told me they told me that, and I said, you know what? If that's all she wants to marry me for, it's that. Why even get married then?
Because you're getting married because you don't want to be alone when you pass.
Exactly. That's what
Hey, man, you gotta think alike, huh?
That's exactly what it comes out to be.
Hey, no, but listen, this right here is like this pack right here. You see that? It's called a honey pack. That's what that's for. So when you're 80 years old, oh no, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, honey pack.
It's kind of like it's not like a
Right.
but
It's
you
natural.
Some natural shit. There it is.
Natural.
There it is. I'm gonna give you a pack, okay?
No, believe me, I don't need a pack.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a pack. Okay.
Yeah, you take it home and you snort it.
No. It's honey.
Oh.
Yeah, you can eat it, and she could eat it too.
Yeah, it's
Just
called
so
love honey.
Yeah, it's for
Yeah.
the honey. There it is for the honey. So, no, don't be giving it to the honeys like that either.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, Alex, is there anything else that you want to share from your experience, your prison experience? Because obviously this is a prison channel,
Yes.
that you haven't shared that you want to share.
No, because all my prison life is over, so all that stuff is down the drain now.
Okay, well that's
Because
good.
it ain't like I turned my back on it. It's just like I went through it, did it.
That's
I'm
right.
done with it now.
Yeah.
And there's more things. I remember when I was in the joint, and even in juvenile hall, just thinking about things that I'm missing out on and things I could have went. Because I'm outdoor kind of guy. I'm always fishing, camping, doing all that kind of stuff. That's what we were raised. My dad raised us all camping and doing all that. So then going through that jail scene and doing all that.
It was a mess, right?
Yeah, it's just like, man, I'm missing out on this and you miss out on that. And I'm always fishing, so that's one thing I always, if I'm bored, I'll just take off down the street. I live right there by Castaic Lake, so I'm always going to Castaic and fishing all the time.
That's cool.
So
Well, I do appreciate you coming on my channel and telling us your little experience, your prison experience, even though you don't like to. Well, obviously, you left it in the past. It's always in the past,
Yes.
And I do appreciate you coming and sharing because those years, I want to hear stories of those years way before, like our time. You know what I'm saying? Or even
Right.
the younger people, like. It doesn't change. It's always the same thing. Like stay focused, type of thing. Like be better. And look at you. You were fighting this whole time, and you learn and you continue to box. Is that all you've ever done? Is just box?
Yeah, just of course, different jobs, from working construction, doing whatever. But that wasn't
Got it.
And then when I got into boxing, that just took me to a higher level.
Got it.
I would say the clouds opened up and there was more just being there in the neighborhood.
Yes,
There's more out there. There's more.
Of course.
I mean, way more.
For sure. I agree.
More.
I agree. Well, thank you so much, Alex, for coming on my channel. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Sure.
Of course. That's it. Well, again, thank you for coming on Indicted TV.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Of course. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.